welcome to another It's Anything Can Happen Day. I said it right that time. We are heading south on I-26. Just got through, wow, bumpy road. Just got through Johnson City. Didn't decide where we were going. I just kind of took off. It's Lynn's birthday. I had kind of a general idea of going to the camping world in Asheville, North Carolina, but Lynn had a better idea. We're going to Little Switzterlan on the Blueridge Parkway. Whoa! So I had her, the bumpy I-26. I had her look it up on her directions app she has on her phone, and that directions app always takes you on the fastest route as the crow flies, but not necessarily the fastest route. And they're telling us to turn off here in Unicoi, Tennessee, which will be the old road. So my first instinct was, no, that's going to be some backwater road, winding, narrow. Stay on the interstate. Then I thought, you know what? I ain't no hurry. So let's take the crazy route. So that's what we're going to do here in just a minute. All right, just got off the interstate. We're going towards the Cherokee National Forest in the town of Unicoi, Tennessee. And telling us to go right, so east on Route 173. So we don't know where we're going. This is new ground. We're blazing a trail. So we'll check back in when we find something interesting. Left onto 107. Is this it? Oh, up here. Okay. Okay. So I think I know where. There's something neat up here. We might have to make a little detour. There's a neat little park up here. 107 East. Okay, we are entering the Cherokee National Forest. We're right at the entrance in Unicoi County, or Unicoi, Tennessee, of the Cherokee National Forest. Haha! I thought that I recognized this place. We've been here down this road before, not headed towards Little Switzerlan, but this is Limestone Cove in Unicoi County, Tennessee. It's a little picnic area, but it's real pretty. And if you walk in the direction I'm pointing this camera, you come across a real pretty creek and picnic area. Now, last time we were here, I have to say it was a little junked up, and I was disappointed. They had it all locked up for COVID, and even the garbage cans were locked up. So let's go take a look at it again right now.
There's trash up again, and there is.
Is it trashed up again? They need to do something about that. That ain't right. I think they got camping, like primitive camping, or at least you can come over here and spend the day, which when you see the spots over here on the creek, you'll be like, yeah, I could spend the day here, especially on a hot day. But they don't have nobody looking after this place. There's garbage. They need to take better care of it. Okay, I believe I hear creek. Oh. And there it is. So this is Limestone Cove. It's a picnic area in Unicoi County, Tennessee. Oh wow, look at all these trees fell over here. They need to come in here and do some spring cleaning, it looks like. Get the chainsaw out. I don't know if that might be a beaver abode. But there was a place over here, a picnic place that had a picnic table right on the creek, I thought. This must be from flooding. That's what that is. They've had flooding over here. And I guess I would identify this as the most desirable picnic area, because look right where it's at. Whoa! Man, it's hard terrain over here, I tell you that. Right on the creek. There's the birthday girl. You wonder why Lynn's never in the video? That's why. She runs. But yeah, look at that. That's a neat little picnic area right there, right on the creek. And then hot day. Got the kids running around stomping in the water. All kinds of stuff to do. Make a whole day of it. And they got a picnic table and a grill and a little place for a campfire. Hello. Yeah, this is neat. Yeah, we stopped by here one time. My boss, now my former boss, Stephanie, told us about this place, and this is where she and her husband like to come walk. There's trails over here too. It's very pretty. Okay, well, so we've seen that. Time to move along. Well, we are definitely climbing a mountain. We don't have cell service, so we don't know where we're going. We know that we were told to go 22 miles on this road, and then we're probably about 10 miles in, but we're climbing, I think it's called Unicoi Mountain. Isn't that what it's called? But you can see we're hitting a lot of cutbacks and going uphill, so we're climbing a mountain. That's what happens when you get to North Carolina. You got to climb a mountain to get to North Carolina every time. But yeah, we're still headed towards the Blueridge Parkway, Little Switzterlan, but we don't have cell service, so our little map thing that tells us where to turn is off. So hopefully it'll turn back on before we get there. Uh-oh. I think we just crossed the state line. I bet we did. I bet somebody shot the sign down. But yeah, see, look, the sign. There's where the sign would be. If Lynn's not showing where it would have been, but I think we just crossed into North Carolina, but there was no sign. There was a place where the sign used to be, but it's gone now. Now we're going back downhill. All right, we've been driving for a while here, and just, you can't really see it, but over this ledge, seems to be a wild river down there. We're in North Carolina. Lynn can do it. Here, Lynn. I wonder what river that is. We don't know. We're still not getting any service, and we're still in pretty wild country. But at least we came across. There it is. Is that river? So we came across a wild river that looks kind of interesting. But we don't know if we're any closer to the Little Switzterlan. Oh, look at this barn. Is this a mill? Yeah, look at this mill. Oh, man. Look at that. We gotta stop. We gotta stop and look at that. All right, well, you saw in real time, we came across this really neat mill. And I'm in a kind of a precarious situation here on the road, but I'm walking over to it. I want to see it. Because we weren't really in a place where we could stop and look at it. Oh boy. I'm still not really in a place where we can stop and look at it. Look at that. See it from here. Hold on, I'm gonna have to. I'm not climbing down that hill. Hold on for a second. Okay, I'm too old to climb down that little trail, but if I could, I think it would be a really neat shot. Look at this. There's this little mountain creek and this dam, and if they would cut these darn trees down, you could see this mill. It's a really neat, still got the wheel on it and everything, but you can't see it. You can see it pretty good over there, coming around that bend, but I ain't coming. I'm not going to walk over there. There's like no place to walk. I'm going to get run over where I'm at. Let's see if we can get a better look from the other side. I don't think we can. All right, here's where I dropped my phone. Okay, well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. I'm on the other side now. You can see they've got the little gate locked. They don't want nobody in there, and I don't blame them. If I lived here or owned this, I wouldn't want nobody in here either. But it's a shame. I'd like to see it better. I just got bit by a thorn. Darn it. It's one of the, it teaches me to trespass. There's that dam. We were on the other side of it a minute ago. I got a thorn sticking out of my finger now. So that's probably a man-made dam for this mill. And I could walk down there too, but I'm not nimble enough to pull that off. So we'll just have to be happy with what we got. Okay, we saw this little road here, and it's on the other side of the creek. So you can see it, you get a better view of this little mill. And I don't know where this road goes or if I'll ever have a chance to turn around, but look at that mill, get the wheel. The white button on the bottom. Hit the button. Okay, alright. Turn it off.
You don't.
Well, now I'm on this road that was across the creek from the mill, and there's no place to turn around, so we're just gonna have to keep going. We don't know where we're going, but to get back on the road, there, look at that. There's the river down there.
Yeah, here's turn around.
Let's see. Aha! Place to turn around. Yes.
You paid the torch.
Okay, headed back towards the mill and the main road, and we don't even know where this community is. We know we're in North Carolina, and we know that we got service again, and we are 19 miles from Little Switzerland. So if you're interested in finding this mill, which is right ahead of us, you can see it coming into focus here, and just get you a map and pinpoint Little Switzerland, and then draw a 19-mile radius around it, and this mill is going to be somewhere in that radius. But I don't know. I'm a sucker for an old mill. All right, let's head on back towards our destination. Apparently we're in Tocane, near the Tocane Missionary Baptist Church. On Tocane Road was the road we were on, and there's the mill. 35 miles from Johnson City, and 3 miles from Red Hill. All right, let's get back on the path here. Okay, so just about a football field length away from where we just pulled out. This is Loafers Glory. We're in Loafers Glory, North Carolina. That's where the mill is. And I'll probably edit it. Whoa, look at this nut. You are crazy, man. Okay. There's a lodge. Switzerland Inn Lodge, restaurant, spa, and pub. Whoa, look at that view. They need a turnoff where we can stop and look at it. Little Switzerland, we're here. Is this it?
Get us killed.
Okay, if this is it, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought it would be bigger, but I'm not going to complain, but I thought it would be bigger. Okay, we got the Switzerland Cafe, the Switzerland General Store, which is closed. There's the bookstore. Books and Beans. But they got coffee in there. You know what? I better get my mask. Oh, I got my mask.
And then,
All right, well, that was the bookstore and coffee shop, but I didn't get a good vibe from that place. She never acknowledged my existence or said I'll be with you in a minute or anything, so she kind of sneered at me. All right, so this is Little Switzerland. This is what we came here for. It's hard to believe. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say what I'm thinking. I'm a little bit underwhelmed by Little Switzerland, but the ride was fun. I enjoyed the ride, and we can get right onto the parkway from here, so that's a good thing. But yeah, that was underwhelming. And then the wait, let's see what this is. Oh, then the lady in the coffee shop. I mean, she was making somebody else's coffee, but she never looked at me. She never said, "I'll be with you in a minute." She never acknowledged my existence, and I just caught a bad vibe from her. I'm sorry. So I did not give her my business. That's how I am sometimes. I know it's weird, but I'm a weird guy sometimes. I like friendly businesses. She wasn't friendly. This is the Little Switzerland spa, or resort and spa. Oh, that must be the rooms. So, oh, I wonder if they'd be mad if we got Maggie out and walked over there. Well, they can always tell us to leave. All right, let's go check out this amazing Little Switzerland view, which I have to say,
This is what I wanted to see.
this is what we wanted to see right here. We didn't care about the little bookstore or the general store. This is what you come to Little Switzerland to see right here. Maggie says, no, you come to Little Switzerland to pee on stuff. Maggie, chill out for a minute. We've got a little overlook here. Come here, Maggie. Come on. Up here, come on. Cool. So this is the view from the Little Switzerland Lodge and Spa. Not bad, not bad. And there's their rooms. So you can see they've got that same view from their balcony. And you got some people over there doing a photo shoot. And the pool is shut down for the season with the hot tubs. But yeah, it's pretty over here. Definitely. There's the balconies to the Little Switzerland Lodge you turn around and you see that's their view right there. So you could probably get used to that. We're on the Blueridge Parkway. We're in the Little Switzterlan tunnel. So we're heading towards Linville Falls now. We're heading north on the Blueridge Parkway from the Little Switzterlan exit. And Lynn was doing a little recon mission on her phone, looking for interesting nearby places. And she found Linville Falls, which will hopefully won't be a disappointment like Little Switzterlan was. Even though, I will say, although downtown Little Switzterlan, I've never been there before, I've seen the sign for years, I thought there would be more to it. So, I didn't know what to expect, but I thought there would be more to it. But the resort was cool, and the view from the resort was cool, so that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to quit being negative. Hey, it's Lynn's birthday. We're at Lynn Gap. We passed a couple of overlooks, but this is the first one I've stopped at because this one looks pretty good. Wow, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a nice view. Well, I just wanted to pull off another overlook here on Blueridge Parkway. We're on our way to Linville Falls. I found a little map, and it said that Mount Mitchell was just on the other side of Little Switzerland, and we're headed north towards the Virginia state line and Boone towards Linville Falls. And so Mount Mitchell will be another day. Every time we come to Mount Mitchell, there's a big tunnel there and it's always frozen. It seems like we always end up on the Blueridge Parkway in March, and it's March right now, which is weird. And I think the reason that is in the summertime, we're always so busy, we're camping or taking care of our yard or whatever. And in March, really, there's nothing to do. So that's how we end up here in March for some reason. And all the trees are bare and you can really see the landscape. But there's no flowers in bloom, so that's on the downside. But we're in new territory. We have never been on the Blueridge Parkway between Mount Mitchell and Boone. So this is all brand new territory for us. And I'd love to show you the road because it's so pretty to ride, but then you'd have like a 2-hour video, and we can't do that. So I'm just gonna stop at a couple of turnoffs that look nice and let you see what I'm seeing. Well, as Lynn was telling us saying a minute ago, every time we come to the Blueridge Parkway, it seems like every time, we get so far and then it's closed. So, but as luck would have it, on this occasion, it's not closed until we get to where we're going. So we're turning off to go to Linville Falls, and that's where it tells us to turn off to detour. So there it is right there. So we're gonna turn off the parkway now and go see this falls. Hopefully we can see it and you don't have to walk 15 miles to get there, because I'm not up for that today, but we'll check it out. Closed. They don't say why it's closed, they just say it's closed. Why are you closed? Okay. We're gonna check it out. Okay, we don't know what we've gotten into. This is a non-paved road, extremely bumpy. About a 1.5 lane, I would say. It's not quite a 2-laner. And we see other people coming back from where we're going. So apparently we're headed somewhere. We don't know where we're going, but we're definitely headed somewhere. I hope this is towards the falls, and it's not just like a trip to of no return. But you can see what we see. We arrived at Linville Falls. We have no idea what we're doing or where we're going. Okay, well, this seems to be something up here. Let's see what this is. Hey, it's actually paved. What the heck? Information cabin. Let's check out the information cabin. Okay, go ahead. Okay, we're still going up this road, and this is the bumpiest road I've ever been on, and I have no idea where we're going still, but we're meeting people coming back, so that's a good sign. But this is Linville Falls, and I met a guy at the little information center who said there is no falls. So I don't know why they call it Linville Falls if there's no falls, but he told me to find some place that has a really neat overlook. Wow. So I think I passed it. There's a place where you come to called Watchman's Trail. I guess I haven't seen it, so I don't know if we passed it or not. But and then it's like a 2/10 of a mile walk, and he said it's probably the best view you're going to get up here. So that's where we're headed. But this is quite a challenge. I mean, I'm holding the phone, so this is a little bit smoother spot than I've been. But man, we have come across some rough road here. They don't know about graders around here, apparently. Well, I was fixing to doubt that guy that I met at the little information center, but we finally reached it. And I want to tell you something. I didn't film much of that ride, but oh my gosh, that was a rough ride, friends. That was a rough ride. So it better friggin' be worth it. That's all I've got to say. Okay, looks like we're approaching the final destination. Okay, this is it. This is the... Maggie, come on. She thinks she's got to pee on everything. This is the payoff. Why didn't you let me bring my good camera? Here, can you hold her for a minute? I can't hold her in film. Wow. Look at that. Need to cut this tree down. I guess what when they talk about falls, they're talking about you can fall. You can literally fall. Wow. Well, those guys weren't kidding. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. There's a hawk down there flying above the tree line. Yeah, it was worth that bumpy ride to come see this, for sure. This is pretty amazing. I guess when they talk about falls, there's a little river down there, and it's got a lot of little tiny falls. You can hear it. Here's the other overlook. There's where I was a minute ago. And this kind of gives you a little bit better view up the gorge. This reminds me of the movie Last of the Mohicans, which was filmed around here somewhere. But this is the kind of scenery you see in that movie. Lynn's trying to hold on to Maggie. Maggie wants to come down here with me, but that's what I just climbed down. Whew. Now I gotta climb up it again. Lynn's going down. I just can't climb back up. Going down's the easy part. Maggie, leave it to you. We'll find a way to complicate things. I'm sitting on the bench here. What a view. Sorry about the heavy breathing, but climbing that big mountain was pretty strenuous. Get up as far as you can before you collapse so that I don't have to carry you as far back. Here's where I want to go. But Lynn won't hold Maggie. She won't let me go down there. Ha, I got my way. Now this is either going to be the most viewed death video in history of YouTube, or just a slightly average good scenery video, but I think they have those railings up for a reason, so let's see why. Oh yeah, they got, it's like climbing a stairwell. Ooh. Okay. Where you at? Aren't you gonna take my picture? Being a crazy fool? I should have brought my selfie stick. I could have stuck it over the gorge. The crazy thing would be to go down there. To go down there would be crazy. Just going right here is not that crazy. This reminds me of Last of the Mohicans. All right, in a minute. Whoa. Wow. Cool. Yep, that's the cliff right there. Look how death-defying this is. Actually, it's not, but kind of stupid for an old guy. I feel so alive! I'm defying death. 10 feet away from a cliff. If I was 20 years younger, my feet would be dangling off that cliff right now. But, nope. I'm not suicidal, I'm just stupid. Well, I was over there on the other side of those trees. Now I'm over here. So still next to a cliff. But to keep Lynn from having heart failure, I'm not getting too close to the cliff. But man, that's pretty over there, ain't it? Now, if I was really crazy, I'd go out on that little knob right there. I'd say it's been done, and then Lynn could stand over here and take my picture. That would be fun, but I don't think I would get much cooperation. So, without further ado, I'm going to see if I can't get back on the other side of the railing. Okay, I just returned from the jaws of death. Time to head back to the car, I guess. We have had the full Wiseman's Trail experience. Time to hit that big... No, Maggie. She wants to go down. Everybody got to go down there but me. Time to hit that bumpy road back. Okay, we came back down that bumpy road, and it seemed like it took forever, and we stopped at a little general store in Linville, and I got a piece of pizza, Hunt Brothers Pizza, pretty good. Then got a Choco Taco, and we're getting back on the Blueridge Parkway. The tentative plan, even though we're closer to Kingsport, our home, right here than we would be if we were going, we're only like 56 miles from home, but I want to take the Blueridge Parkway back to Asheville, which is about 40 miles, and then come back home. There's an exit in Asheville that takes you back to I-26, and it goes past a little restaurant that's owned by Robert Presley, who is a famous retired race car driver. And I'll tell you more about that later. But every time we come off that road, I see that restaurant. It's a hot dog place. I see it at the last second out of the corner of my eye, just as we're passing it, and I never stop. And I've always wanted to see how it was, see if those are good hot dogs. And since it's Lynn's birthday, in celebration, we're gonna stop and get a Robert Presley hot dog. And it's getting pretty late. It's almost 5 o'clock, so it'll be dark. By the time we get there, it'll be almost dark. So probably won't be filming too much until we get back to Asheville. Okay, we're on a real pretty ride here. It's about 5 o'clock, so the sun is gonna start setting, and it's kind of the westerly view to my left is real pretty. So while I've got this pretty view, I'll show it to you while I'm driving and tell you the story of why I want to stop at this place in Asheville and eat. Robert Presley, if you're not a NASCAR fan, Robert Presley was a big-time NASCAR driver. He raced in the Winston Cup, the top tier, the highest level. He has a restaurant in Asheville, and it's like All-Star Hot Dog or something like that. But, well, going back to, so I'm a big fan of his. He was a big-time driver in what was called the Busch Series. He won several races, and was a big star in that series. And so I knew of him. I was a big admirer of his. And at one point, after Kingsport Speedway had closed, he became the promoter. He helped reopen it and began promoting Kingsport Speedway. And I was a reporter. My racing career was over by then, so I wasn't racing there, but I was still doing racing coverage for the newspaper, and he was just as nice as he could be to me. He was real friendly. Well, I remember sitting on the backstretch watching a race, and he came out and sat with me and Lynn for the whole race, and just that made me feel like, wow, that's what a big deal. This guy's a big star, and you know, he takes the time to sit next to me and watch a race and just shoot the breeze for a while. So I've been a big admirer. I was an admirer of his before that, but that really solidified how I, you know, really like him. So anyways, he's from Asheville, which is about 70 miles from Kingsport, and that's where we're headed right now. And he's got a restaurant, and I can never remember the name of it. It's like All Star Hot Dog. I know where it's at, and I know what it looks like. And every time we come off the Blueridge Parkway, we usually go from Cherokee to Asheville, take that ride, and then we come off in Asheville, and that road is where his restaurant is. And I'll be like, I wouldn't mind stopping there. But by the time I see it, we're past it. So I have never stopped there and tried his restaurant out. So we're gonna take a little detour. It's about a 40-mile detour. So that better be a good hot dog. But it's a pretty 40-mile detour, as you can see. So we're gonna go up there, and I'm gonna try to stop at Robert Presley's restaurant and have a hot dog. And Lynn is on board with this plan, so it's gonna be her birthday celebration dinner. So we're on our way. We'll see you when we get there. Uh-oh, we're seeing ice. We're getting close to Mount Mitchell. Every time we go to Mount Mitchell, it's frozen. You can't, and it's shut down because of ice. And look at this ice. And the sun's going down, so it's only getting colder. Look at that. Wow, that's a cool picture. Okay. About 10 miles from Mount Mitchell. Definitely getting higher in elevation. My ears are popping. And look at this view. That's something very pretty. Okay, I had to stop and take a few pictures of this tree. The light is perfect to catch this tree at sunset. It's just mangled. Look at that. Ain't never gonna get to Asheville if we keep stopping and taking pictures of stuff. Well, this is definitely the road to Mount Mitchell, the highest point in the state of North Carolina. My ears be popping. We're closing in on it. We got there just in the nick of time. I wanted to get here before it got dark so you could see it. We're almost there. Mount Mitchell State Park. I'm on top of the world looking down on creation. I wonder how high this is. I want to see a sign that says how high I am right now. How high can you be? Well, you're higher than anybody else in the state of North Carolina, I can tell you that. There's the restaurant, but they're closed. They got the hours scratched out. Oh, this is not the place for the view. The sun's setting that way. Unless you catch the sunset. If we stay for an hour, we might see the sunset. Yeah, you know you're getting high when the trees change. Look at these trees. They're not the same as they were down below. These are high elevation trees. Mostly evergreens, not too many leaves up here. It gets cold up here at night, I bet. Smart move. Here we are. We're higher than anybody else in North Carolina. It looks like you're in anywhere else because everywhere else is higher too around you, but still higher than anybody else in North Carolina. Mind your bolt shot? Sorry. Elisha Mitchell, scientist and professor, died in attempt to prove this mountain highest in eastern U.S. Grave is at the summit. The observatory is 300 yards away. I don't know if I'm up to it. Woo, okay. The observatory is 300 yards away with 3 football fields. But it's 20 degrees up here, and just walking over to the entrance to the beginning of the walkway, I got frozen. So even though it's only 300 yards away, I'm not. And we already did our Maniac Mountain Man walk when I went down to the cliff. So we're gonna skip that. But this is a beautiful view, isn't it? Look at this. This is amazing. We're on top of North Carolina right now, and the sun's going down. Let's go back to where our previous sunset spot and see if we can see the sun going down. Who wants to watch the sunset? I wish I had my tripod. It ain't gonna be long. You want to do it outside? Let's do it outside. It'll be a better picture. I can use my belly as a tripod. You don't have to go outside if you don't want to.
I'll wait till it gets closer.
Sunset on Mount Mitchell, North Carolina. And that wind is blowing in my face. Every time I zoom in, it messes up. Oh, I better hurry up because I'm freezing. Almost gone. Almost gone. Now it's really going to get cold up here. Oh man. It's gone. Wow. Was it good for you? Yeah, but cold. Well, that was pretty good. Let me take a video of the picture that Lynn took. That's me video in the sunset. Got a picture of a picture. Okay, that's a done deal. That was neat. That was neat. And we're gonna move on. We're headed back. We're headed towards Asheville. Looks like a nuclear explosion, doesn't it? From my camera. Okay, we gotta go. Well, we missed our opportunity. I did the wrong turnoff on the parkway from the to go to the hot dog place that's owned by Robert Presley. So we had to go to Steak and Shake instead. So we had quite an adventure today, and I don't want to summarize it because I got to go to the drive-thru here in just a second. But I have to tell you, that was quite an adventure we had today. Our original intention was to go to the Camping World in Asheville. We didn't get anywhere near Camping World in Asheville. We saw a lot today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, if you like this video, to what do? Subscribe. And if you don't like it, well, sorry that I wasted an hour of your life. Thanks.